Hello guys, hello. All right, I am doing a quick video on estrogen dominance and the signs, the symptoms, the causes, so that one, you can be informed and maybe you're having some of these symptoms and it would be a good time if you are to follow up with your doctor and have some blood work run and just make sure that everything is where it is supposed to be with your sex hormones and the levels. Also, I'm doing this in October. I've been really trying to push a lot of stuff on my social media about estrogen dominance and things that you can do to lower those levels or to make sure that you have healthy estrogen levels and to pay attention to those symptoms, since estrogen dominance can lead to breast cancer and fibroids and cysts and other estrogen dominant type dysfunctions. So just being aware and more in tune with your body and learning the signs and symptoms of your bodies can be a big benefit to you and proactive in your health. So I have my notes here because I want to stay on topic. I tend to trail off and talk because I'm so passionate about this stuff, but I'm trying to keep this video to about 5 minutes so that you guys stay and you listen to it and that I'm clear, I'm concise, and I'm hitting the points for today's topic. I tend to talk about it and then start bringing in all the other points. And so I just want to be focused on this estrogen dominance, the two types of estrogen dominance, symptoms that occur and causes of it. And that's what we're going to hit today. So let's get started. Oh, but before I start, make sure you hit that subscribe button down there. You hit like, you share this information with your friends, your fellow females, anybody like that, because unfortunately our medical system is not built to be proactive, and so we have to become our own health advocates. We have to become educated about our bodies, the signs, the symptoms that our bodies are giving to us. So share this information with your fellow females. Okay, first we have two types of estrogen dominance. You have frank estrogen dominance and you have relative. Frank estrogen dominance just means that you have way too much estrogen. You are overproducing estrogen. It is not getting metabolized. It's not getting broken down. It is not getting excreted, okay? The second type is relative, meaning it is a ratio of estrogen to progesterone levels in your body. So this is why it's very important when you go to the doctor and they run the blood work, they don't just check estrogen levels. They do an estrogen and progesterone panel, because you could typically, or you could possibly be in normal estrogen levels, but if you're in normal estrogen levels and you have tanked on progesterone, then you are still in estrogen dominance and your symptoms can still be very real. The breast tenderness, the moodiness, et cetera, et cetera. We'll get into that in just a minute. Okay, so that's why, again, inform yourself, become educated, get estrogen and progesterone checked, okay? And look at that ratio and make sure that that is correct. So, all right, next. The following symptoms can be present when we have too much estrogen: breast tenderness, heavy or irregular cycles, moodiness, irritability, anxiety can be amplified, low, not necessarily depression. Depression can be a part of it, but I want to separate that it's low mood and then there's depression. Like you can just have a low mood, like not a lot of thrive for life, not a lot of things are getting you excited, etc., and not be depressed. So I'm hoping I'm making that clear. So I just want to say that low mood could be part of it. And then increased fat mass storage, because when estrogen levels are up, it's telling our body to store fat. So you may notice, despite not changing diet, exercise, anything like that, but you're having increased fat storage, especially like right here in this midsection area around the thighs. All right. Higher estrogen levels can increase your risk of cancer, fibroids, cysts, cholesterol levels. Healthy estrogen levels are important for our cardiac health, our bone health, our mood, our skin, all that kind of stuff. So when those levels are off, you can see symptoms or things being off on all of those areas. And that's why just give it some, don't just blow it off. Put some precedence behind it. Go get yourself checked. Go to the doctor, get blood work. Say, I am not feeling right. I have these symptoms, blah, 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 blah. Don't let them dismiss you either. This is why it's so important for you to get educated as a woman, to learn your body, to start learning what your labs should say and what the things that the doctor should check. And don't let them dismiss you as this is part of aging, this is part of menopause, I can just throw you on birth control, give me some Xanax for the anxiety, whatever it may be. Again, that's just Band-Aids. You're not addressing the root causes, okay? So get educated. And I have a ton of videos on my YouTube channel talking about labs, how to read labs so that you can help yourself and be informed so that you do not get dismissed when you go to the doctor, okay? All right, so the common causes of estrogen dominance: overconsumption of refined sugars, oils, and breads, processed breads, a lot of that, chronic stress, poor sleep, excessive alcohol consumption, conventional deep meat and dairy, gut dysbiosis, which means you have basically more bad bacteria than good bacteria in the gut. So constipation, diarrhea, gas, bloating, all that kind of stuff. If you're having a lot of those symptoms, there's probably some gut dysbiosis going on. Poor liver health, which is very common. And if you're frank estrogen dominance, which if you remember is you just have too much estrogen in your system, there's probably something going on with the liver because our hormones are filtered through the liver. So if the liver is bogged down and it's not able to break down and methylate, which means is the fancy term for breaking down those hormones, then you need to support the liver. There could be some stuff going on there as well. High body fat, and then lack of progesterone, which again goes back to that relative estrogen dominance, okay? So I hope this is somewhat helpful for you, or just a little bit of information about estrogen dominance, the kinds that it is, the symptoms, and the causes of it. Again, I have a whole bunch of videos on my YouTube channel about hormone and gut health, and how to read it on labs. I show you sample labs and how these things are determined, so that you can help, again, be your own health advocate, get yourself educated when it comes to this kind of stuff, and don't let them dismiss your symptoms as part of aging, or you're just anxious, or it's part of menopause, or it's part of a cycle, or things like that. Don't let them dismiss that. There is something going on. You need to get to the root cause, because it's not going to go away. It's going to continue to progress, and you taking medication is just simply putting a Band-Aid on it, and at some point you got to rip that Band-Aid off, and all of it's going to come back. So get to the root cause. So again, give me a thumbs up if this was helpful for you, if this was good information. Check out my other videos. And you can always find my information on my programs at CynthiaWilliamsWellness.com. I am recording this in October of 2022. In January of 2023, I will be launching my brand new 12-week program that is completely designed for this, to help women learn their bodies. It's like getting back to basics, learning how to read the symptoms, the signs of your bodies. I teach you how to read lab work, teach you all about gut health along the way while helping you lose weight, and learning about food and all that kind of, like, I teach you just everything that you need to know. It's very easily digested. It's week by week. We have review weeks. It's really good. And then you also have access to me through a communication app where you can ask me questions Monday through Friday at any time. I am here to support you and make sure that you don't struggle, and make sure that you get the answers that you want, and you learn all the information that you need while losing weight. But learning all of this is what's going to help you sustain the weight loss and make you feel the best that you can feel. So you can check that out. Again, CynthiaWilliamsWellness.com. Thumbs up if this was good for you, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.